What's up, you guys? How is everyone today on this beautiful, sunny for once Saturday? I don't know where you guys are, but I live in New Jersey and it snowed all last week and there's still snow on the ground, but I'm just happy that the sun is shining and we're not stuck at home. So, I must say, this is going to be a type of a video that's kind of just like explanation almost, like kind of like my welcome back to YouTube, because I have not posted a video on YouTube since, let me check, June 4th, 2017. So I used to make videos on like piercings and tattoos and like stuff like that, and that's probably where I got most of my following from. It's probably going to be like a shock to some people, but I kind of steered away from that type of, I don't know, like that's not really like a hobby of mine anymore. Like I can go over the certain piercings and stuff that I still have and talk to you about some of the stuff that I took out. Like I'm totally fine doing that. But there's a lot that's happened in the past 3 years. Like, I just feel like a totally different person now. I did get my stretched ears closed up. I can do a whole video on that. I did want to do a video on that, but I'm actually still kind of like in the process of getting some things like fixed, and I still need to get them pierced. So I can do a whole video on that. I actually took pictures of the process just for doing a video, so I can do that. But overall, when it comes to piercings, like I'm now 26 years old and I had a lot of fun with them while I had them, but there's just some that I kind of wasn't feeling anymore. I did get a new tattoo since that time as well, and just like a lot of things in life kind of changed. So I'm just gonna go through a couple of the big things that have happened. When I posted the last video that I had, I was currently in a relationship that wasn't really the best for me. I was engaged and it didn't work out. Basically, I'm not going to really go into detail because it was so long ago now. But yeah, it didn't work out, and I would say mentally I was like the most unhealthy during that time. So I feel like that's another reason why I wasn't really motivated to like do videos and like talk about stuff. I just wasn't feeling it anymore. Like, yeah, so it's just odd because I was holding a lot of that stress, and once we broke up, I like lost a lot of weight, like without even really doing anything. Like I just felt like all of this stress like kind of lift. So, I mean, that's a sign of its own that it wasn't really like good. So I feel a lot better in general since that happened. Also, since that happened, I am in a new career. So with the career that I'm in now, I actually relocated for a little bit over a year. I was living in Reading, Pennsylvania. Not the best area, but I really didn't have like an option. So I was there for a little bit over a year. I lived on my own for the first time during that time. I had my own apartment. I eventually got 2 cats, so I did just live there with the 2 cats that I have. And from there, like I learned a lot about myself, I grew a lot, and I don't regret doing that move, but it did take a toll on like my personal life and things like that. Before I moved, I was dating somebody else, and between him and I, like we were commuting 2 hours to see each other. So it just, like that's not really long distance, it's still doable, but it definitely took a toll on us, I would say. And then I was an hour and a half away from my family, so there really wasn't anybody like local that I could just go and like hang out with. Like I did feel very alone there, but I still think it was a really great process for me. After that, I'm now currently living where I'm living now, living with my now fiance. We were only dating at the time that we moved in together, but he ended up proposing. So we're actually getting married this year at the end of the year. So he proposed last year in the middle of the year, all during the pandemic. So we both actually are two people who didn't have to stay home. Like, we were working throughout the whole thing. We weren't able to work from home. So our lives, like, of course changed with just how the pandemic changed it, but it didn't change in the sense of like we were just home all the time. Like, we still woke up and went to work every day. So yeah, but he proposed during that time and I'm super excited, and we're getting married at the end of this year. So as far as like relationship stuff, that's kind of an update just for you. As far as this channel, I'm not really 100% sure what is going to go down with it now. So of course I was into like piercings and things like that, and I have no problem talking about everything that changed within the time that I've been off of YouTube, but I don't really see myself getting anything new or getting more of, whether it's piercings or tattoos. Like, I'm not really going to be getting anything else. So it's not going to be like I have new content for piercings and tattoos and things like that. Apart from that, I have gotten into makeup. I'm sure if you've seen my videos before, I look very different than what I look like now. So yeah, I didn't really wear makeup before. I wasn't really into it. I kind of was happy with just waking up and like rolling out of bed, and that's how I looked, and it didn't matter really. Now I take care of my skin, like I have my own skincare routine. I'm trying new products that, like, to find the routine that I want to stick with. So there's some stuff that I'm just trying out, and then there's some products that I really do like. So as far as makeup and skincare, I'm getting more into that. I have two cats, and I do have some issues with their behavior, so I have no problem talking about them and explaining like the difficulties that I've been through with them and the stuff that me and my fiance kind of like struggle with having them. Like, they're very awesome animals, but they do have their issues. So I have no problem talking about that if that's something you guys are interested in. Since I haven't been on in so long, just leave comments down below and you can just say anything that you would want to see as far as content. I'm pretty open, but as long as, of course, it fits like an interest of mine, then I have no problem doing it. I do work full time. I work 48 hours a week, so I try to do like leisure stuff and things that I like as much as I can. And I'm going to be trying to keep up on the YouTube channel as much as I can. So I have a lot of fun with it. I did have a lot of fun in the past when I made the videos about piercings and things like that. But I mean, for now, I'm kind of just restarting. I'm just taking a leap into something I used to like, and I'm just gonna see where it goes. So I'm going to be honest, when it comes to makeup, I'm new into like how fancy this is. Like, I'm wearing a full face today. I've got falsies on. I have a new palette that I didn't try out until today. I have that on. So I would say, as far as like makeup, I'm still kind of a beginner. Like, I'm not super creative with it. I watch a lot of other people's videos. I'm still trying to be like getting into eyeshadow and certain like eyeshadow tips and tricks just to make sure it all like looks blended and looks good. So that's still something that I'm very new at. So yeah, basically I'm just trying to find out new things that you guys would be interested in seeing, and I'm going to be having videos out as often as I can. So I really appreciate anybody who has been watching the videos, and I still get comments like to this day of the videos that I posted like 3 years ago. So like, anyone who is still watching them, that's really awesome. Like, I appreciate it, and I look forward to what comes in the future. And I'm really excited to get new things out there and kind of just have fun with this. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!